Good evening, everyone. How are you all, guys? Yes. What about studies? Namaste, beta. Namaste. Very good evening. So, guys, are you all ready to study with me? Come on, tell me. So, खूब सारा पढ़ेंगे आज, isn't it? We are going to start lot many things. Come on, don't delay any longer. Yes, share all your friends, call all of them. Call all your friends, guys. Without delay, call all your friends faster. So, guys, once again, a wonderful evening to you all and a very warm welcome to my class. And today, as you all know that, I'm going to teach you a lingam diagram, one of the very difficult topic, in fact, coming under metallurgy. And most of the time, we always, just we are a little bit reluctant as well to study. But trust me, after today's class of mine on a lingam diagram, you will start loving the topic, and you would always, yes, I'm repeating, you would always wish that the question should come in NEET, or those who are not preparing for NEET but watching this video, trust me, or preparing for mains or advanced, you will definitely, yes, guys, you are definitely going to wish that yes, this type of question should definitely come in exam. And yes, this was so easy, and I have been, just I have been just drawing withdrawing myself to solve this, or even to study this topic, or even to look at this one. So this is Sharada Alok, guys. So I welcome you all to your very, very own Let's Crack NEET UG English. So guys, myself Sharada Alok again wants to tell you all that come on, guys, come on, share to all your friends who are not there on the platform right now. Come on, ask them to be here, because I'm soon going to start teaching the topic Allingham diagram. Tell them that the very difficult topic is going to be made very easy soon, within a few minutes, by Shada ma'am. So, guys, I have been teaching chemistry at Resonance, which is a renowned coaching institute of India. And yes, by this time, there must be, like, most of you must be wondering. Very good evening, Akansha. Most of you must be wondering how to take the subscription, how to get into that. Okay, guys, so let me tell you step by step. First of all, go to Play Store. I'm repeating, first of all, go to Play Store. And yes, download the Unacademy learning app. I'm repeating, download Unacademy learning app. See, guys, you'll be finding Unacademy educator app as well. But yes, that is not at all for you. That is for all of us educator. Okay, guys. So what you have to do, just go to Play Store, download Unacademy, which app? Learning app. Yes. And then you have to just click on to NEET. UG, not PG. We will study PG as well, yes, but when? After getting into the top medical colleges of India, isn't it? Yes. So, guys, what are the benefit of taking plus subscription? Let me tell you. First of all, you'll be getting here daily live classes, which will be taught by the top educators across the nation. And yes, not only that, you can ask all your doubt related to the topic being taught over there. There itself, the doubt is going to be cleared by, yes, the very top educator. And yes, guys, apart from that, yes, one thing is also there to be told. Yes, that is polls. What is that? Here, what will happen? You'll be asked a particular question based on the topic taught by the educator, so that you can relate yourself much better with the topic being taught on the screen. And yes, guys, apart from that, here you'll be having daily live test as well. Live test, depending, and yes, the duration may be may vary depending on the completion of the topic, or requirement of the exam. Looking all that into picture, these live tests are scheduled, and yes, This is going to be very well. This is going to be very well intimated to you on a prior basis. Don't worry for that. And yes, guys, just by giving your every best in these life tests, you'll be finding that gradually, day by day, you are improving in terms of your academics. Okay. And yes, guys, apart from that, this is something quiz like. Quizzes are, what, actually, how it is beneficial. It is not going to add to your academic performance only. Rather, it will be, yes, it will be giving you a wonderful chance to, first of all, to become the winner of the quiz. Okay. And yes, after that, you'll be getting highest like referral point, which you can use to buy any of the courses running at Unacademy platform. And trust me, guys, the very moment when you are going to have that, when you are going to own, I'm repeating, when you are going to own the subscription yourself, you'll be feeling a lot of confidence in you. And yes, your parent will also be proud of you, your friends will be proud of you, and moreover, the most important one, you will be proud of yourself. I'm repeating, you will be proud of yourself, guys. So don't miss the chance. I'm repeating, don't miss the chance, this golden chance of having that wonderful feeling. Many of my students have done so far, and they have just shared all their feelings to me. And trust me, just looking at their face was kind of, so if I, being an educator, if I'm feeling that, I hope you can very well presume what those students must be going through, isn't it? So don't delay any longer. I would be saying, don't delay any longer. Just take the subscription. And apart from that, guys, you'll be getting here a proper structured course, which is precisely, I'm repeating, which is precisely Jayanna, hello beta. How are you? So happy to see you here. Really. Jayanna is saying yesterday's class was amazing. Thank you so very much, first of all. But trust me, today's class is even going to be better. I really, it is even going to be better day by day as your academic performance, as just now I told you, is going to enhance the same way. Looking all you, trust me, looking all you on screen, our performance is also going to enhance. A lot of energy comes into us so that we want our every best to give you your every best, isn't it? Okay. So Jaina, do one thing. By the time I'm covering, which is something very important, should be known to all of us, you do one thing, share to all your friends, and not only you, ask all your friends, and you also who are sitting there watching me, share to all your friends. Ask them. Today's class is going to be even exciting, and even academically, if you talk about, it's going to be very beneficial. So call all your friends, share all your friends, guys. So guys, coming back to structured course, as I told you, these are precisely designed by the top educators across the nation, looking for the particular requirement of the particular target. For example, you guys are preparing for NEET, so you will be taught everything very much relevant to NEET. And those who are preparing for NEETs or advanced, likewise, they'll be taught everything which is precisely targeted for the exam they are looking for. Okay, so needless to say, at the end, just by taking one subscription, not only you're supposed to get access to daily live classes or to be a part of those live polls, you get live test quizzes where you can win the referral code, I mean referral point, out of which you can buy any of the courses being running at Unacademy platform, guys. And yes, you'll be definitely getting a proper, precisely designed list course. Okay, welcome, Prasanna. Welcome to the class, guys. Now, there is something on the screen, guys. Iconic subscription. Let me tell you, this has been recently launched by Unacademy platform, thinking into mind that all the students neither born same nor brought up same. Neither they are in the same amenities. Okay, neither their requirements are same. Neither their priorities are same. Okay, the iconic feature of this is personal coach. Yes, you'll be getting personal coach, guys, who will be giving you one-to-one guidance. I am repeating, they'll be giving you one-to-one guidance, guys. Okay, and of course they'll be sharing a lot of preparation strategy, which is definitely going to, I'm repeating, that is definitely going to manifold your performance. Okay, so just by giving that very X amount of hard work which you have been doing so far, you'll be getting many X times of the result. I'm repeating, you'll be getting many X times of that result. And yes, guys, not only that, you'll be getting an in-depth test analysis with a proper personalized feedback. I'm repeating, these test analysis are going to be based on personalized feedback in order to improve your time management and exam approach, because we are educator, we know it very well. Because the moment you come into class 11, it becomes very hard for you all to have a proper time management, because most of the time, I don't doubt your study, and none of the educator do so. You all study, we all agree that once you enter into class 11 and start targeting either for main, advanced, or guys need, it is a common complaint of all your student, मैम मैं तो बहुत पढ़ता हूँ, ये सब्जेक्ट पढ़ा वो छूट गया, I completed this particular topic but I could not do that, I tried my every best like I could not complete this particular point. So there, the lack of a proper time management is there actually. There's no doubt to your hard work, trust me, there is no doubt to your hard work, but yes, there is a lack of time management. Very good evening, Ritik. Ritik is giving me a compliment that you are amazingly energetic, ma'am, and you keep the students bounded. Actually, it is you all students who keep me energetic. I'm repeating, it is you all and your type of students who really keep me energetic, guys. Really, and thank you once again so much for this, you know, perky compliment. Yes, guys. So coming back to study planner, let me repeat, coming back to study planner. Again, these are precisely designed by the top educators, but yes, it is little bit different from the previous one. How come? It is going to be very, very customized. You are going to have a proper customized study plan, which is as per your schedule. I'm repeating, it is going to be as per your schedule, because most of the time it happens that some of you might not be able to do extremely good in studies, being a part in some sports or some singing kind of or any kind of curricular activities, which are I would be saying equally important. I'm repeating, those things are also, I would be saying, equally important. I won't say beta पढ़ ले बस सब कुछ इसी से होना. No, पढ़ भी ले. Whatever you are pursuing your hobby, no one is stopping you from doing that. I'm repeating, no one is stopping you from doing that. You might not be able to pursue that properly after class 10, most of you, because I know most of you personally. Really, those who are not able to pursue their dreams, to pursue their hobby, because they are not being given extra care at school. And I don't complain to school as well. They are having lot many students, they cannot do that. Whatever they are doing, that is more than enough, guys. I'm repeating, whatever they are doing, whatever you have been getting from school, that is more than enough. But guys, at the same time, looking all these, you should not compromise to your hobby as well. So this customized study plan are designed precisely looking you all, guys, your requirement are better taken into consideration, isn't it? So again, needless to say, all these perky exciting features will be yours once you take this iconic subscription. Let me repeat, these all are going to be yours soon. But yes, you are just a step ahead, just a step, I would be saying, away. So don't delay. Take this iconic subscription and let me take you to the difference, because by the time you must be confused whether to go for plus one or to go for iconic one. Let me tell you, you all know yourself very well, and here I'm giving you a proper difference between the two. You, whatever you over are supposed to get under plus subscription, the same you are going to get under iconic one. But of course, these are the additional feature, whether you talk about personal coach, study planner, expert guidelines, or the test analysis, or the in-depth test analysis, guys. Come on, guys. Don't waste your time. We are soon going to start the class. Do one thing. Just take a second. Just take a second and share to all your friends and call on them. Call all of them and tell Sharada ma'am is going to teach. Yes, going to teach one of the very, very, very difficult and you should say a tricky topic of class 12. And that is a Lingham diagram. Share to all your friends, guys. Now, guys, by this time, you all are very clear. Now, let me take you to this which is there on the screen. This is again very, very important. You'll have to tell your parents as well, and all your parents who are watching this, come on, who are watching this, please, please, please understand it properly and don't keep it to yourself only. Share to all your near and dear ones, because I'm sure you must be knowing many of them who are not able to live up to their dream because of lack of money. Share this to them as well, guys. So come on, looking for iconic subscription, guys. If you want to go for 1 year subscription, you have to just pay 45,000. And yes, needless to say, this is going to cost you only 3,750 rupees. And if you just want to go for 2 year subscription, you are supposed to pay 61,000, which is going to cost you only 2,542 rupees. Let me repeat, only 2,542 rupees. So don't keep it to yourself only. Don't plan to take the subscription yourself only. Just spread it to all your near and dear ones as well, guys. And yes, needless to say, can you see something here which is written as SA10? Yes, you have to. In fact, you should. In fact, I request you to do so. All these, do jise manna hai, मान जाओ. Okay, so this is my referral code SA10, guys. So just apply it whenever you're planning to take the subscription, guys. I'm repeating, it is very easy to recall. S, then A, and simply 1, simply 0. SA10. Done. Now, guys, this, whatever you are looking at on your screen, is for plus subscription. I'm repeating, this for plus subscription, guys. Here you will be finding right from 1 month to 2 year subscription are there. Right from 1 month to 2 year subscription. But I would be telling you that if any one of you are planning either to go for 1 month, 3 month, or 6 month, now there is no point in that, because we have almost 8 to 9 months, depending on 10 maybe. You never know. This time also we were not knowing due to corona, isn't it? So future, we can hope for future to be better. We cannot presume it totally. So at least you can think of that. At least we have 9 months. So guys, there is no point in going either for 1 month, 3 month, or 6 month. Why? Because after that, the moment when you will become more closer to the exam, you're going to feel that driving force is lacking, for which actually that driving force is given to you by the educator. Okay, guys. So if you are a class 12 or a dropper student, you must go for this 1 year subscription where you are supposed to pay only 27,000. I'm repeating, if you want to go for 1 year subscription, you have to just pay 27,000. That is going to cost you only 2,250 rupees per month. Yes, guys. And yes, if you're a student of class 11, guys, you should go for 2 year subscription where you have to pay only 32,400, which is simply going to cost you 1,350 rupees. Now you must be wondering, as the duration increases, the cost of subscription decreases. Yes, guys, it is there. And yes, needless to say again, if you, whenever going to take the subscription, please apply this referral code of mine, SA10. Very easy to remember, guys. SA10. Hope you all guys will do so. Let us start, for which you all are sitting here. Yes, it is. Yes, guys, we have already taken lecture 1 under metallurgy. I'm repeating, we have already started with lecture 1 under metallurgy. And yes, those who could not watch because of any XYZ reason can watch it. The link for the same is given in below in the description box. Okay, guys. And yes, now just look for Ellingham diagram. This is lecture 2 under metallurgy. I'm repeating, it is lecture 2 under metallurgy. Because guys, we have done concentration of O in lecture 1. Now we have to go for reduction. I'm repeating, now we have to go for reduction. That is step 2 under metallurgy. And trust me, unless you study Ellingham diagram, you are never going to understand this step 2, that is reduction. So it is very must. That is the reason, before going ahead to explain all those process of Hall, Herold and everything, I thought to teach you Ellingham diagram. We always get scared of this topic. It is all those who have who are in class dropper, I mean who are in dropper, they must be feeling this. इस टॉपिक से या तो दूर रहते हैं, या इसको छोड़ देते हैं, या बस नीचे और ऊपर बस इतना से याद कर लेते हैं. And what happens when conceptual questions are asked? बस हो गया फिर. या तो फिर 1 2 3 4 भगवान जी आप देख लेना ठक, बस, nothing else. So guys, all your eyes on the screen. I'm repeating, all your eyes on the screen, copy and pen in your hand, and yes, try to go somewhere in the corner of a room where you, me, and the screen and your copies there. No one else there to disturb you. No one, yes, no one should be there to disturb you guys. Is that clear? Yeah, let's start that. Let us see what is it. Ellingham diagram. Basically what? The plot between delta G naught of formation of oxide of element and temperature. Here we take delta G naught. Here temperature guys. In this temperature. This axis temperature. Okay guys. It is basically Ellingham diagram. It provides you sound idea about selecting a reducing agent in reduction of oxide, and such a diagram helps in predicting the feasibility of a thermal reduction of an ore. ये तो जो लिखा था वो मैंने पढ़ दिया, पर I must tell you कुछ समझ नहीं आया होगा, पक्का नहीं आया होगा, नहीं आया होगा, पता है ना मुझे. Okay, so we will go this definition just after a while, but let me take you to the another one, guys. Can you find anything written on the screen? Yes. This is a very famous equation, most used equation of thermodynamics, which is used here under metallurgy, guys. And trust me, without understanding this all, mystery, you cannot do the chemistry of metallurgy. So before I take you there, I just want to explain you few things. For example, this is a metal which is in solid state, which is reacting with oxygen, which is in gaseous state. Done. It is converting into its oxide, say, yes, solid state. यहाँ तक बात आई समझ में? Is this clear to you? Now what happens? Because if we have to go into this equation, we must talk about what? Entropy. As you all guys know that this is solid, okay. But what about this? Where oxygen, which is in gaseous state, getting converted into solid state. What is it, guys? Yes, the entropy is increasing. We all know gases are more random. Gases are more random, guys, than solid or liquid. So here what happens? Randomness is decreases, or we can say entropy is decreasing, or we can say delta is becoming what? Negative. Is that clear? If delta S is becoming negative, what will happen? We'll have to raise T, and on raising temperature, this D delta S will become what, guys? This will become more negative. बहुत ध्यान से समझना, because यही this is actually the pillar of Ellingham diagram. So all your eyes on the screen, guys. Is that clear? Done. So what will happen? Temperature should be raised so that T delta S becomes more negative. And we guys know that this is being subtracted here. So what will happen to delta G? Yes, this delta G will become what? It becomes, yes, it becomes what, guys? Less negative. I'm repeating, it becomes less negative. Therefore, we can say free energy change increases. I'm repeating, free energy change increases with increase of temperature. Done, guys. Is this clear? Is this clear or not? Pakka? I'm repeating it once again. What is happening? Let me change the color of pen here. What is happening, guys, here? A metal is reacting with oxygen. We have taken oxygen here. It is converting into metal oxide. So oxygen, which was in gaseous state, is converting into what? Solid state. So what we can see, randomness is decreases because gases are more random, or we can say entropy is becoming more negative. On increasing the temperature, this T delta S, yes, T delta S value will be what? T delta S will become more negative. And as you have to subtract it here, so delta G becomes less negative, isn't it? Isn't it? Is this clear? So we can say free energy change increases with increase of temperature. Done? Is this done? So guys, what is Ellingham diagram then? That is all clear. Then what is Ellingham diagram? That's why the question mark. What is Ellingham diagram? Let me tell you. It is a plot. Let me repeat. It is a plot between plot or a graph. Not that wala building banane wala, ghar banane wala plot. It is a plot between free energy change with one one, let me take the eraser here, with 1 mole of oxygen against temperature for, this is T, that is temperature, for a number of reaction of metal to metal oxide. I'm repeating. Allingham diagram is a plot between free energy change with 1 mole of oxygen against temperature for a number of reaction of when a particular metal is getting converted or getting oxidized to MO, that is metal oxide. Is this clear? Is this clear, guys? Remember, you can draw similar graph taking sulfur or halogen as well, guys. I'm repeating, we do say that only oxides are there. No, guys, we can draw a similar graph taking what? Yes, taking sulfur and halogen as well, guys. But you all guys know, since most metal of industrial importance, they are obtained by chemical reaction of their oxide. Therefore, we draw this oxide graph only. And moreover, class 12 syllabus, if you talk about NEET, if you talk about mains, if you talk about advanced, they all deal with oxide only. And you also know that metallurgical operations related to oxides are much easier than that of sulfide or that of carbonate. Okay, is that clear? Now why do we do this, guys? Why it is all done? Let me tell you why. Because why because we want to, let me change the pen ink here. Why we are doing all this, guys? Janna is saying, please explain that graph, ma'am. बेटे एलिंगम डायग्राम ग्राफ के बिना होगा क्या? आई एम टेकिंग यू टू दैट ग्राफ, रीजन बिहाइंड दैट ग्राफ. ट्रस्ट मी, किसी भी बुक में पूरा अच्छे से ऐसे नहीं बताया जाता है, और बताया भी जाता है तो वो इतना ज्यादा थ्योरेटिकल होता है, इधर नहीं घुसता. सो हैव पेशेंस जैना, because without graph though we will not able to understand it. And secondly, guys, a lot of practices are also going to be done in this class based on graph. So Joanna, have patience, we are going to have a lot of graph, don't worry. So why, what is the graph is all about? Clear? Between delta G and temperature, when a metal is converting into metal like oxide. Why we choose oxygen? Because 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 most of the compound, most of the ores are reduced in the form of oxide, and yes, we use them, they're mostly used. Okay, now why? Because the purpose of this is to, yes, to choose. Jana, is it clear, beta? Have patience, is that clear? Good. So purpose of that is to choose the best reducing agent. I'm repeating, why we are doing all these? because we want to choose the best reducing agent. Now, what are the features which are looked into mind when we are choosing the best reducing agent, guys? Yes, the very first principle of metallurgy, it should be economical and convenient. I am repeating, it should be economical and convenient. Okay, okay, clear? Done. So that from that point of view, we want to say that the purpose, why it is all about, because we want to choose the best reducing agent. The best means what? The one which is economical and convenient. Is that clear, beta? If it is clear, this fatafat say. If it is clear, good. So nice of you guys, really. So coming back to this, guys. Let me clean this first of all. Okay. Yes, guys, before I clean it, I would like to tell you just take a screenshot of it because I am clean the screen now. Come on, guys. What and why and what is the basis I've covered on the screen. Have a screenshot. Very soon, I'm going to clean this one because I'm going to explain something. Yes, I have to explain this faster. ले लिया सबने? Good. Yeah. Now let us see this, guys. See, delta G naught. There are three possible values. It can be negative. Let us see that. It can be negative. It can be zero. It can be positive. What is the meaning of that, guys? If it is negative, the reaction will be what? Spontaneous. Means what? Reaction will occur on its own. If it is zero, means what? The reaction is at equilibrium. And if it is positive, means non-spontaneous. What is that? That is the reaction will not occur on its own. Is that clear? If it is if it is positive, if delta H is positive, the reaction is non-spontaneous. It will not occur on its own. Done? Clear? Great. So what is our aim, guys? This particular equation actually this is a very famous thermodynamic equation. So with this, let us try to relate thermodynamics with what? Metallurgy. And why we are doing? Again, because we want to choose the best reducing agent. And best means what? Most economical, at the same time convenient. I'm repeating, we want to look for most economical yet convenient reducing agent. That is why this all, yes, this all tic tac, this that is happening. Okay, guys, yeah, let me take you there. So guys, this is very, very simple graph. You guys know that delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. When you have to plot a graph between delta G and T. Welcome beta. Welcome to the class. How are you all guys? पढ़ाई अच्छी हो रही है? Good. Chalo, all your eyes on the screen, guys. So let us see that. Guys, from this equation, it is very clear that delta G and T, if you'll plot a graph between delta G and T, what is going to happen? Yes, you are going to get a linear graph like this. And here, this value is what, when delta G is, there is no change in delta G, it is going to remain constant. So what will be? This will be parallel to that of temperature, isn't it? This is going to be parallel. So at this stage, delta G value will be what? 0. I'm changing the pen color here. So here what is happening? Delta G is 0, guys. Is this clear? Now, if it is 0, remember, if this is 0, from here to here, this is what? Negative. And from here to here, this is positive. Guys, this is very, very important. You have to understand it properly. So all your eyes on the screen. So this is a linear equation. We are supposed to get a slope like this, but when delta G will be 0, what will happen? This will be parallel to that of temperature. So it is very clear from here that this particular one is what? 0. So this part will be negative and this part will be positive. So let us see the spontaneity of a particular reaction now. Suppose guys, we talk about here, that is, this particular is say T temperature. This is T. So let us talk about this region. Wait a sec. थोड़ा सा ये वाला erase करो. All your eyes on the screen, guys. And yes, if you have not shared it, do so. Call all your friends, ask them to join. Suppose this is T. Let us see what happens from here to here. That is at low temperature, guys. Okay. Temperature below T or low this side, because temperature is increasing this way. So this side it has to be low, this side it will be higher, isn't it? So simple. So good evening, Shweta. Welcome to the class, dear. So guys, all your eyes on the screen. Let me take back here. So guys, suppose we are talking about this one. Condition 1, that is below T. Below temperature T. Suppose we are talking about M plus O is forming MO. And below T, you know what is delta G value? Yes, delta G particular value, that is delta G value is what? Positive. Is this clear? Because this was what? Here delta G was 0. Therefore, this side it has to be positive. Okay, it has to be positive. Let's talk about that only reaction. Okay, here. So, M plus O is forming MO, but delta G is what? Just look at the graph. From this side, if we are talking about oxidation of M, what is delta G? It is positive. If it is positive means what, guys? This should be non-spontaneous. That means not feasible. Clear? Just clear? Okay. Now let us reverse this reaction. Just reverse it. We'll be forming MO is getting reduced into MNO. For this, what will happen to delta G, guys? Yes, this will become negative, isn't it? And if delta G is negative means what? Yes, this is what? Spontaneous. Spontaneous, or we can say the reaction is feasible. Is this clear? If it is clear, if it is clear, just take the screenshot, because this is actually we are not able to understand properly. So just we have to look for whether delta G is positive or negative. If delta G is negative, means that particular reaction is going to happen. If delta G is positive, that means that reaction will not take place. Okay, so delta G is positive, non-spontaneous. Delta G is negative, spontaneous. So you have to just look that. Done? Okay. Now guys, so you can say that this is also going to decide the feasibility. Now guys, this particular graph you must have seen. I have straight away taken it from NCRT, or you must have seen this type of graph whenever we are going for, yes, going for smelting. Whenever we study, just before that, this particular graph is there in the NCRT, isn't it? Isn't it? Yes, it is. So guys, let me explain you this one. This is all clear that this all is a graph of delta G when the oxide of particular element is forming. So let me tell you the reaction is what? Hg plus half O2 is giving HgO. Is this clear? Hg. And you just look at this, guys. This is the lower temperature and here higher one. Is that clear? It is higher one. And just look at this. This is 0 and all these values are negative. Now you will always find these HgO and Ag2O here, guys. Ag2O here. You know why? Because these are least reactive metal oxide. And we all know, guys, these least reactive metal oxide get decomposed. You have been studied it in class 10 also. because in class 10 only this much is told that just least reactive metal oxide are reduced into their elemental form just by heating. That is the reason here. Today you are going to get the reason as well why they get reduced just by heating, guys. So this Ag2O on heating get reduced into O2, or you can say at higher temperature their oxides are, I mean their when you heat them, the oxides of that these I would say metal oxides are not stable, so they prefer to, or they automatically get decomposed just when you raise the temperature. Is that clear? So this, but as you move this side, guys, as you move this side, you see they are all this side of this. That means what, when you will heat zinc oxide, it will decompose this way, but guys, the very important feature of this, but here the temperature required will be very high, will be very high. And here, guys, temperature is less. Remember, temperature is less. Okay, so every this is all talk about of temperature only. This is all you can say a talk show of temperature only. Why it is a talk show of temperature, guys? See, just to see, imagine when it is winter, you switch on the heater. Do you just want to raise the temperature little bit more so that you should not feel very cold? And just doing that, how much bill comes for that room heater? Ask your parents today, they will let you know. So in order to make just a room of 10 by 10 warmer, we spend almost 15 to 20,000 per month. That depends on your area how the electricity is being costed, because in our case it happens. That's why I had just gave you that example. That might be vary from locality to locality, but at least this much you have to spend. And you know how much temperature we just want to maintain there? Our body temperature is 37, so we just want the temperature to be little bit equal to that, because during winter the temperature is somewhat around, depending from the area to area again, from 10 to 37, or you get not 37, 24 is okay for me. So for like during winter that room temperature is somewhat around 10 degrees centigrade. I just want to make it like kind of 30 or not 30, near about that. That is sufficient enough for me. But in doing so only, I have to pay almost 15,000. Okay. Okay. So guys, just imagine, can you see the temperature here? 1500 degrees centigrade, 2000 degree, I mean degree centigrade. This is in degree centigrade. Come on, guys. Okay, so how much costing is going to require to maintain such a higher temperature? It is going to cost, it is going to in fact make the metallurgical operation extremely expensive, isn't it? Therefore we don't prefer this, guys. We don't prefer this, rather we prefer this. Okay, what then, how to reduce, that is the question. Okay, if we cannot simply heat them and reduce this way, then how to reduce, how to reduce them? And yes, to know the particular answer how to reduce them, using or which reducing agent to be used, which reducing agent to be used, is actually all about Ellingham diagram, is all about Ellingham diagram. Done. Now let us do that. Okay, guys, I hope it is clear, guys. Okay, is this clear? Good. So let me take you some more example. But before that, let me explain you even one of the very important thing taking this particular diagram, guys. But for that, let me erase the ink. Okay. Now, all let us draw a graph like this. थोड़ा easy बना के let me tell you. एक minute. Eraser, come here. And yes, all your eyes on the screen, guys. And if you're really finding it helpful, don't forget to share to your friends. Ask them to be here. So let us see the graph. A rough plot, kind of. This delta G naught, say this is, guys, what? Temperature. Now for, let's say this is for, nahi, thoda sa. Let me draw it even a proper way. Yes. This way. Okay. The plot is, and for, we have taken which all plots, guys, here? This one, and this one only. Because in that so many things were there. So I thought to plot it separately. Is that clear, guys? Okay. So this is for zinc plus half O2 ZNO. This one is for Ag plus half O2 AgO. And this one is for Hg plus half O2. Yes, what? HgO. So guys, see what, now let us see. There are three, metal oxide here. Now the question is which can reduce which. So here you are going to get that which you have been looking for. Okay. So what is there? We straight away come to this graph only. And jo bhi abhi tak pada, we never do that. Okay. And there only we are not able to solve some of the conceptual questions which are based on that. So guys, all your eyes on the screen. Now guys, see, this is for, yes, formation of silver oxide. This particular graph is for mercuric oxide, and this one is for, guys, zinc. So it is very clear. It is very clear, guys. See, one more thing here, the, yes, this is somewhat here, it is 0. So guys, it is very clear that these particular metal oxide are going to decompose at a very lower temperature. And always remember these bends, there is a bends. These bends actually tell you about phase change. What is that? Yes, the first bend, I'm repeating, the first bend will tell you, because generally these are all solids. Okay. So the first bend will tell you what, guys? Will tell you about liquid, solid to liquid, guys. And second one is going to tell you about liquid to vapor, remember. But yes, if it is mercury, it should be liquid to vapor. Okay, it is going to have only one bend because it is already there in liquid state. So what we are going to get from here, guys? So the one which is placed lower, let me take you here, the one which is placed here, okay, can reduce very well which are present above. So if you talk about this particular temperature, you can see that these two are placed below. So this particular can be reduced by this, or this can be reduced. I mean, this particular, this, both of them can be reduced by this. So that is the meaning of this. जो नीचे है is going to reduce the one which is lying above the graph. Okay, now let me make you more easier. So guys, see, these are the three graphs, a very common graph, because carbon monoxide is a powerful reducing agent. Why it is a common graph, guys? Because carbon monoxide is a powerful reducing agent, and it can reduce almost, it can reduce almost many of the metal, guys. But yes, it cannot reduce alkali metal. वो तो कोई नहीं कर सकता. They are the best reducing agent themselves. So that is actually not the talk for this. That actually is done by what? That actually is done by electrolytic reduction. I'm repeating, that is done by electrolytic reduction. So that is complete different scenario here. We are discussing here only those thermodynamic, that is, yes, pyrometallurgy, done. So all your eyes on the screen. So guys, this is the plot. Here delta G is 0 and this side it is negative, it is positive. Very, very clear. This is clear, guys. Now, you can see that this is the plot where carbon is converting into CO. I've not written down the whole equation, but the whole equation is actually the equation will be this one. This is solid and CO gas. So you can see that what is happening. Gas to gas, half molecule is converting into one molecule of gas. I'm repeating, half molecule of a gas is getting converted into one molecule. So entropy is increasing. And what is happening here, guys? C solid plus O2 gas will give you what? CO2 gas. That is 1 mole of a gas is giving 1 mole of a gas. Okay. Now here what is happening? CO plus half O2 is giving you, see guys, this is a, sorry. Let me use the eraser here. Now the pen. So this is a gas. This one also a gas. So how many total moles? Yes, total moles, 1.5 is giving you CO2. How much? How many moles of CO2? And that is also in gaseous state. How many? Tell me. Only one. So what is happening? 1.5 mole of a gas is giving only 1 mole. Okay. So here what is happening? Yes, it is decreasing. Therefore, it is this side. Therefore, it is positive side of that because entropy is what, guys? It is decreasing. So just look at this graph. I hope it is very, very clear to you guys. So come on guys, have a look at this temperature. Now let us talk about below temperature T, which is a better reducing agent. Which is better reducing agent. So it is very, very clear. The one which is, yes, the one which is having negative delta G is better. So below temperature T, yes, below temperature T because delta G is negative. So we can say carbon monoxide is a better reducing agent. And above temperature T, above temperature T, this side, this particular one is going what? Negative. So which is a better reducing agent? Yes. So when you increase the temperature, carbon becomes the better reducing agent. Is that clear? Now let us start read it more precisely, guys. Yeah. This is the question. Select the true statement. Here T is, yes, this T is, this first statement is below 710 degrees centigrade. C is a better reducing it. This was a question asked in NEET, guys. So all your eyes on the screen. Very good evening, dear. Below 710 degrees centigrade, carbon is a better reducing agent than CO. Is it true? Let us see. Below 710 degrees centigrade, where is carbon? Carbon is here, guys, and here. So below 700 degrees, 710 degrees centigrade, as carbon plot is above, that is positive. So this statement is wrong. But this is below them, isn't it? Which is a plot for what? Carbon monoxide. So below 710 degrees centigrade, CO is a better reducing agent than C. Yes, the one which is placed lower is a better reducing agent. So this is the correct statement. Now below 710, carbon monoxide is an oxidizing agent. Let us see. See, if it is an oxidizing agent, will do what? Oxidation. So that is again a wrong statement because we have already done this. We have already seen the one which is placed lower going to act as a reducing agent. Okay. So the correct option is B. Done. Now below 710, CO2 is reducing agent. Below 710, CO2. Where the graph of CO2? Okay. So that is also not possible. So is this clear? समझ में आया? Done. Now guys, decide out of, yes, This will become even more clear when we will study this particular example. All your eyes on the screen. Decide out of carbon monoxide and carbon which can act as a better reducing agent for FeO. Okay, guys. So let us see this temperature. Now, this bolder one, which is thicker line, is for iron oxide. Okay, so you have to just look for, guys, you have to just look for the plot which is placed below this. So as we are looking at lower temperature, L-T or lesser, which is lying below? Yes, carbon monoxide. This is lying below, guys. This is lying below. Therefore, carbon monoxide, I'm repeating, therefore, carbon monoxide can reduce F, just a sec. Yeah. Therefore, below T, okay, below T or at T. Yes, carbon monoxide can reduce this. Is it? So this is a feasible reaction. And above T, I'm repeating, above temperature T, what is happening? Which comes lower to that of what, guys? Which comes lower to the graph? You have to see. These two are placed lower to the graph. Therefore, above temperature T, what is happening? FeO plus C is going to give you Fe and CO2. So above temperature T, carbon is a good reducing agent, and below temperature T, carbon monoxide is a good reducing agent. Yes, but this is for what? For FeO. Okay, is this clear? Is this clear? So this is actually the reason we draw whenever we plot the diagram of blast furnace, which you guys must have done when you were in class 10. You must have seen a blast furnace kind of diagram. Sadiyon say we all have been studying that. Okay, let me take you there and tell you the reason why that temperature gradation is there. Okay. Now, guys, see, right from here, this we are see in this class we are not going to study all those this this charge which is actually a mixture of iron ore, coke, or limestone, or nothing about the blast furnace. We are simply going to concentrate on these temperature. I'm repeating, we are simply in this class. We are simply going to concentrate over this temperature and yes, this reaction. Okay, where Fe2O3 is getting reduced. We are going to look for that, isn't it? So guys, see what is happening here. Here from hot air blast is coming from here. So right from bottom to top, right from bottom to top, temperature is what, guys? Temperature is increasing or decreasing? Yes, temperature is decreasing from bottom to top. So at lower temperature here, this at lower temperature here, what is happening, guys? You can see this equation here. At lower temperature, Fe2O3 is getting reduced from what? From Cu. But at higher temperature, that reaction is not written here. No worries, we'll be writing. At a higher temperature, Fe2O3 reacts with coke and what do we get? Fe plus CO2. So this is happening at higher temperature and at lower temperature. Yes, this is happening at lower temperature. So the reason is all clear now. All clear? Done. So this is actually the mystery of this, Nietzsche. But when I was in class 10, let me tell you honestly, I used to do simply, because I was worried how to draw this when it was going to come in the board exam. I would just used to give a message to myself. I do one thing right from lower to bottom to top. I'll simply go on decreasing the temperature, and you all guys do this. Trust me, many of the students have told me that, ma'am, we just learn this diagram the same way as it. We have to just go on increasing the temperature. I mean, decreasing the temperature from bottom to top. The reason for that, you must have got to know now. Is that clear? This is actually the reason why at lower temperature, carbon monoxide, because a one line answer, guys, at lower temperature, carbon monoxide is being used as a reducing agent because it is thermodynamically feasible. That is the one line answer. It is thermodynamically feasible. And yes, at higher temperature, coke, carbon is also called as coke. In the form of coke, it is used. Yeah, because if I'll say simply, because it used to happen in my class when I simply say carbon, they ask, ma'am, diamond or graphite. See, guys, the very point of metallurgy is to make it extremely economical, isn't it? So don't talk about diamond or graphite here. So what do we use? Yes, we use coke. Okay. Yeah. So guys, just to make it thermodynamically feasible. Okay, so at higher temperature, we can see that Fe2O3 is getting reduced to Fe by heating it with coke. So I hope it is clear. Now, guys, this is something, because in case of iron, iron, I is a me, bichara. So iron is very bichara kind of. There is no much complication with respect to the temperature or kind of. So what's easy side? The one which is lying lower is going to reduce that. Simple. But in case of zinc, it is a bit ahead. Let us see how. See, guys, this is the plot here. So just look at this particular, let me change the color of the pen first. So just look at this point. This one is T1. This is, say, T2. And this one is, say, T3, guys. See, what we have to do in order to choose a reducing agent, or in order to decide which reducing agent is best, we should look for two things. First of all, temperature should be low. At the same time, delta G should be negative. I'm repeating, at the same time, delta G should be negative. Okay. Now, guys, here you can see, we are looking for whether carbon monoxide or carbon, which is going to be used as a better reducing agent to reduce zinc oxide, that we are going to explore now. Okay. So just look at this particular T1 temperature, guys. And yes, this is the plot for zinc. So below that temperature, it is actually the graph of zinc. The zinc oxide plot is at lowest position. At lowest position. So none of them is going to reduce. Remember, below T, below T1, none will reduce ZNO. Is this clear? Why? Because ZNO is placed at the bottom and all the other one are placed above that. Done. Now let us see what happens at T1, T2 and T3. Okay. So let us compare at T1, guys. See, this is the plot for T1. This is the plot for T1. So you guys can see very well at T1. At T1, which is lower than zinc to zinc oxide. Yes, which is lower? Tell me which is lower, guys. Which is lower? Yes, it is the plot for carbon. So at T1, carbon can reduce it because it is lower, and yes, delta G is negative for carbon. Okay, carbon, delta G is what, guys? Delta G is negative. It is going this way. So delta G is what, guys? Negative. Is this clear? Is this clear? Yeah. At T2, what is happening? At T2, this one. Okay, this one. Though the temperature is more and delta G is not a negative, isn't it? Ek to T1, see, if you compare T1, T2 is more than that, T3 is further. isn't it? So we have to look for temperature also. And yes, guys, here delta G is also what? 0. So this is also not better, not better. And if you look for T3, if you look for T3, one is what? Delta G is positive and temperature is very, very high. That is the reason. That is the reason, isn't it? So we prefer to reduce zinc oxide with that of carbon and we get zinc plus. Yes, we get, what do we get? Zinc plus. Just a sec, let me get back to you there. We get CO. Is this clear? Done? Clear work? Done? So because it is very simple, guys, when there is only one plot, one graph below the metal to be reduced. In case of iron you had just seen, but here we had what? Below zinc, above temperature T, there was what? There were three plot. There were three plot. So we have to be more choosy. And remember, guys, see, there was no option in case of iron. I'm repeating, there was no option in case of iron, guys. And when there is no option, what do we do? जो है वही कर लो काम. But here in case of zinc, as we were having three options, so we went further for the most suitable one. And yes, we had chosen for the one where at lower temperature T should be lower. थोड़ा जितना बचता है बचा लो kind of feeling. Tasneem Firdaus. Okay. Welcome to the class, dear. So is that clear? So जितना बचा लो जितना बच गया उतना अच्छा वाला feeling kind of. Is this clear or not? Pakka? Done. Now, guys, let us do this particular question on the screen. How to do this? Let me tell you. Okay, how to do this? You can see that using the data, what you have to do is using the data, predict the reduction of MgO with the carbon, okay, is spontaneous or not at 1500 degrees centigrade. What we have to what we have to do here, this particular question is what, guys? Using the data, predict whether the reduction of MgO with carbon is spontaneous or not. And the temperature is this, make a correction. This is 1500 degrees centigrade. Very simple. It's very simple. Just look for the value of delta G naught. And it is very simple. If delta G naught is coming negative, it will be spontaneous. If it is going to come positive, it will be non-spontaneous. Very easy, guys. Here it will be spontaneous. So let us add the reaction. Okay. 2MgO plus 2C. So this O2 will get cut. Just add it and you'll be getting 2CO plus Mg. And as you can see that this is what, guys, this is what? Bigger, this is smaller. So this value is going to come what? 200, isn't it? This will be coming plus 200. Remember, this will be coming plus 200. Is this clear? This is coming what? Plus 200 kilojoule. So very, very clear that delta G is what? Positive. And if it is positive, it won't be spontaneous. So we can say that yes, it is what? Non-spontaneous. Is this clear, guys? Is this clear? Is this question clear? So let us go ahead for the another one. Come on, guys. This question was asked in NEET. I'm repeating. This question was asked in NEET. So let us do that. In the following, let me change the color of the pen. In the following Ellingham diagram, XYZ represents graph for metal oxide. Select correct option. Y will reduce oxide Z, or Y will reduce oxide X, or Z will reduce oxide X, or Z will reduce oxide Y. Very simple. Just look for their position in the graph. See, this is the lowest one. The one which is placed lowest can reduce. This can reduce Y as well as Z. Now, this is the Y. Above that is Z. And yes, this will happen. This is going to happen. Yes, you have to mention the temperature. So we are talking, suppose this is T. So below temperature T, X can reduce both. X, X can reduce both Y as well as Z. Now, Y, because it is placed above X and below Z. So, above, below temperature, let me mention this as well. Below temperature T, Y will able to reduce only Z and not X. X नहीं होगा, काट दो इसको, एक्चुअली दोनों ही कट रहे हैं ना. So X, Y cannot reduce, Y can not reduce what? Y cannot reduce X. Done. And yes, as Z is placed at the top, so Z can not reduce neither X nor Y. Is this clear? Is this clear? So, what is the correct option here? First one. Y, yes, here. Y will reduce oxide of Z. All these are, of course, has to be because it is an Ellingham plot. So, there has to be. Very good, Tasneem Firdaus. She's saying clear, ma'am. Thank you so much, beta. So, it is placed at the top. So, it will not able to reduce anyone. X will reduce the both. I hope you got this. This all the questions have been asked in your exam. That is the reason I have taken it. So guys, it's time to say bye. But yes, before I take a leave from you, I just want to tell you, whenever you are going to take the subscription, please apply this referral code of mine, which is SA10. But once again, needless to say, don't delay any longer. If you have decided that you have to become the doctor, don't delay any longer in your preparation. I don't say that if you don't join us, you won't become doctor. You will definitely become doctor, guys. And I bless you all that you all should become doctors. Our country need doctors, and that you all have seen now during this COVID scenario. Okay, so we all need doctors, guys. But don't delay your preparation any longer. And yes, therefore, don't delay in taking the subscription. Okay, guys. So thank you for now. And yes, those who are new or not subscribed the channel yet, please do that and press the bell icon as well in order to have further notification. Okay, guys. So, and yes, if you have liked the video, do like that now. Do like that. And come on, if you have not shared it, do that. Okay, guys. So thank you for now. All the very best. Have a wonderful studies. And I would say don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. Just believe in smart hard work. So whenever you are studying anything, like today we studied Ellingham diagram. Come on, try to solve the questions based on it. Because unless you will do that, it won't help you. Trust me, just reading the theory won't help you guys at all. Okay, that is the reason I prefer to most of the students when they ask me, ma'am, which book is better? I tell them that books are for educators, not for student guys. Okay, so all the best once again. Referral code of mine, SA10. Bye bye for now. See you in the next video.